Hey everybody, this is Kira, and I'm here to talk about the pics of the day. Originally I wasn't going to do this, I wasn't planning on talking about them, but after seeing all of the pictures and just seeing how absolutely stunning the place is, I've decided that I will be mentioning them, giving my 2 cents on them, just me rambling about them basically. But really this series is actually everything about me rambling. So the fact that a lot of you like this is really heartwarming. But since the pics of the day are usually at certain times, I think I remember they said it was a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's when they usually put them up. Because of that, I'll probably be doing these in increments. So I'm going to do the first 5, and when we get more, I'm going to do the next 5. And it'll go on from there and there. So the first one that we have is the one in Hero Square, which is coming along really, really nicely. When they put this up, it was absolutely beautiful. Everything looked real. The trees looked real. The place just looks stunning. It barely even looks like what Fusion Fall was, just because of how beautiful it looks. They haven't put up any of the statues over at the actual monument, but I don't know how they're going to do that because I barely remember it. I know we had the holograms, but I could have sworn those were added after the Academy, and before the Academy, before that huge update Fusion Fall had, it was just the Buttercup statue because she was the only hero that was missing. So I don't know if they're going to keep to that or if they're going to put the holograms back or if they'll put actual statues like how the book is marble. They'll put just a marble statue on the 5 points. So I may come back, maybe discuss with someone about what they'll put there or who they would put there. So I think the one thing I'm also really excited about is the roads. Have you guys seen it? Yeah, you all probably have. But it's so curved. It's really cool because it looks like a real road. Instead of it just coming to a square all the time, it's curved, so it looks more natural. I think that was a really great touch that the devs gave us. The second picture that was put up is of Burger Frenzy, which is cool. I think it's seen in the background. It looks like it's by something from Mandark, so I can't tell if this is over in Tech Square or Genius Grove or just maybe... Oh no, I think I know why that's there. Never mind. I think I know why that's there. This is their playground or their sandbox, so this is just one of the builds, and in the back we just see a build from Mandark, because I also think further to the right of Mandark's is probably Dexter's lab from Tech Square. But it looks really cool. It looks updated. The burgers looks better than I remember it. I kind of always wanted to go into Burger Frenzy. I always wished there was an event that took place inside, just because I would like to see their take on a fast food restaurant on the inside. But I don't know what the devs will do with that or anything, but I guess the caption for Twitter says that there's something on the menu, but I can't read it. That'll be fun to go there in the game and see what is on there, what they wrote, unless I can see it from here. The third picture that we have is of Rolf over at the cul-de-sac, and I am so excited to see Rolf. When he was announced, I was super excited for him because he's just so much fun, you know. He's the way he speaks, the things he says, and just his general just theatrics is just incredible. So I really wish he was in the original game. He was one of the ones I really wanted to see because we had the Urban Rangers, so it only makes sense that the head would be there. But I don't know if they just didn't have time or if they just didn't think he was important enough to be in there. But I'm really happy the devs are adding him to this game, and I'm excited to see what missions he'll have regarding the Urban Rangers and just him and his farm. In the picture, we've also got the windmill. So I don't know if that's a permanent addition or if that's the windmill from Nowhere, just a little bit different. Because I think the one in Nowhere was green at the base. But this is definitely a Courage windmill. This is not from any other show, because I don't think any other show had windmills. They might have, and I just don't remember it. It's also nice seeing that this is wheat. So maybe we'll see his farm. Maybe the devs are gonna build a house for him, or an area that would be considered his house, and maybe that is his windmill. That here's his farm, there's his windmill, and you'll have to take care of the animals. Our fourth one is out in Pokey Oaks, probably north, and it's a car sitting on, I guess a tarmac. I guess that version of a tarmac, since it's a hover car. But it's really nice. I like seeing cars stationed at the houses, because the houses always felt so empty. Because the cars were always moving, but there was none really stationed at the houses to make you feel like, oh, there are people living here. So this was a nice addition to just see them here, and it brings a bit of life to the game. So you're not thinking, oh, it is a game. It's like, no, here's a real life. This is people actually living here. I don't know if this house will be important, or if this was the devs just showing us just something they thought was cool. Either way, I really like it, and I'm hoping to see more houses in Legacy having the cars there. And someone on the forums even mentioned if the cars would drive up to the houses, park for a little bit, and then go back and leave. That would be really cool to see them have a track system where they would go there and then leave from there. And our fourth one is a garage. There's a lot of stuff in the garage. There's a broken car, which kind of looks like the car that's on top of Magus, but I know it's not, because Magus obviously still has his. But it looks in the same design, because it doesn't really look like the hover cars. It's a little bit more older. So it's interesting. Behind it is a sign from the Wilds. Has like little fusion spawn there. You've also got one of the SACT tanks, the ones that you collected the fusion matter in the races. We've got a totem. I don't know how it got there. Don't know who stole it. And a scamper. So it's interesting to see why all this stuff is in the garage, and if that's going to be a mission. Like, someone has been stealing items from around the world, and you got to go and get them. I think the garage is set up down in Pokey Oak South, because on the forums, Prizzy was saying, everyone was guessing, like, oh, where's this garage? Like, whose house is this? And people were guessing, and Prizzy was like, it was a really popular house, guys. How have none of you guessed where it was? So I think one of the popular houses that I can remember was the one down in Pokey Oak South, the one that looks like a cabin to me, and it has the pool. That was like one of the more popular houses, especially for parties. People, when they used to have parties, they would have it down there, because it was kind of nice, because it's a very beautiful cabin. I really like the details the Fusion Fall team put on it. And it was nice that it was in such a low-level area that newcomers in the game who saw the party invite could go and party there without fear of having to travel there. Personally, I don't think I went to a party there. I know I traveled there when I was in Pokey Oak South, like when I would just explore. I remember going there and playing in the pool, but I never really went to a party there, I don't think. I know I went, whenever I had the parties or went to parties, I went to the one down in Bravo Beach, like up on that hill. There was one, there was one that was really nice. It was a really nice house, and I used to go there for the parties. So I'm really excited to see those. But this is interesting, so I wonder what the garage will do in the final game, or if they're just showing that maybe we can see more, like maybe garage doors will open and you'll be able to look into these houses and see what people are collecting in the garage, or if this was just them throwing a bunch of stuff together and just showing you that they've got a lot of little assets made. So they've got the totems made, and they've got the scamper made, and they've got the fusion matter collection tanks made. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of this. But I don't know. I'm thinking it might be a game. The way they're captioning it, it sounds like it'll be part of a mission of some sort. So it'll be real interesting to see what happens. And those are the first set of five picks of the day. I really did want to talk about the sixth one, but I want to keep them at increments of 5 just because it makes it much easier for people to listen to these without getting super annoyed. But I'm really, really excited for the sixth one. Most of the people who have seen the thread for it and have seen my post know that I am definitely going to be staying there the entire time I'm at Legacy. But overall, it's looking really beautiful. I think it's bringing up a lot of people's hopes, because for a while there weren't too many things being posted about Legacy, and everyone was getting anxious. People were losing hope. They were getting upset that they weren't seeing how the progress was going, and these picks of the day are really nice because it shows you in snapshots how the development is going and what they have and what they're, not really what they're working on, but you can guess on how far they're going. So I can't wait to see the next sets of pick of the day, and I will catch you guys all on the forum. So in Tom's famous words, stay gold.